That's alright, Mama. That's alright with you. That's alright, Mama. And just any way you do. That's alright. That's alright. That's alright now, Mama. Any way you do. Come on, now. Can you feel the pain? Into him now. About this new world. Ain't no track. Papa's got a brand new eye. Purple haze in my brain. Lately things just don't seem the same. Acting funny and I don't know why. Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
What is going on, Don't Unfriend Me Nation? Welcome to the Don't Unfriend Me show. Realize that we have one book left for the Documents of Freedom. If you haven't had a chance to pick it up, please do. We will not be carrying those for Christmas, I don't think. Maybe, unless we have a huge demand for them. So if you're looking to get the Documents of Freedom, we have one more left. We also want to announce something, and we're going to try something a little bit different tonight. We'll talk about it on the back half of this commercial. We're going to try it one time, and if it works out well, we'll probably do it every month. And I'll explain when we get back. Don't let me forget. Gold tonight's $300. What we're looking for, it's Red Friday. It's always great to overdrive on Friday because Olivia and I always stay late, but we can't be past 10 because we want to go get yogurt. Is that right?
Yes.
But
I also have to pick up children from a homecoming football game.
What time?
I don't know yet. They'll call me.
All right. So the thing is we may not get yogurt if things are going really, 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 really well. We will see you all in just a few. Definitely fired up tonight. Got some stuff to talk about. I'm getting more brazen and bold and just like not going to sit here and play politically correct anymore to try to crack into the current conservative media outlets, right? I just don't care. I'm just done with it. And we're going to create our own. We're going to blaze our own trail. I'm sick and tired of going, well, maybe one day I might meet Megyn Kelly and I don't want to say something that I'm going to regret. Or I might meet Tucker Carlson. Honestly, I don't care anymore. We're doing fine where we're at. We're going to keep doing it. We're going to keep challenging, keep pushing. So get ready. You can call into the show. We'll have the phone number live up. Can't wait to see everybody. Happy Red Friday. We will see you in 3 minutes or so. Listen to Still Point. Twitter people, if you could go make it happen out there, we would appreciate it. I want a huge Twitter day.
Just trying to walk around. Huh.
It's Red Friday. RED Friday, which stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. A movement designed to honor veterans and deployed U.S. troops by wearing a red shirt every Friday. As simple as that may be, Red Friday is a great way to back those who serve our country. Go to dumbshow.com and search for Red Friday to get your red on.
Yeah. Hogswins here. Check out our friend Matthew Spirit at his podcast at The Dumb Show and his website. Yeah. Don'tUnfriendMe.com. Yeah.
It's not
That's-
staying on the whole
Adjusting
time.
transmitter out.
That looks great.
This
Yeehaw.
is the Don't Unfriend Me show
Looky,
with your
looky, got a
hosts,
cookie.
Matt, Leroy,
Yeah, it's not
Amy,
saying all the
and
time.
Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis,
You'll have
and
a cookie
election
later, I know.
coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.
So, hey, Liv.
Hey, Matthew, what's up?
Oh, my God, you never call me Matthew. Don't ever do it again. So
I'll call you
awkward.
Matthew sometimes.
You never call me Matthew. Never. With
Dear.
honey, sweetie,
Hi,
pumpkin,
dear.
a-hole. So Olivia has a new hat on, and you guys need to see this thing. This was sent to us in the mail.
By surprise. We had no idea it was coming.
By surprise, and it was from our cousins. I got this one, and this is laser engraved a patch for the hat, and I think it looks just wicked. And then Olivia got a laser engraved cowgirl hat, and I also think it is just bitchin'. People think, hopefully, listen, everyone just tell her they're gonna want you to wear it. So just
it's a little big,
just
so
it's not big.
It
you
is.
You got to rock it back a little bit, though. There you go.
It's kind of annoying.
No, it's not big. It looks cute. It's not big on you. It looks good. You decide. You don't have to do it. But anyway, we got that. We were kind of happy about that. So very, very cool. And our cousins are amazing. They just randomly take care of us and do cool things like that. So we're very excited about it.
Yes.
So we were trying to figure out how could we give back a little bit. And we try to give back financially, and sometimes we can't give back financially because it's just tight. But we usually do. Someone asks us, and we try to help out. We have good advice too, right? So we had one of our fans call in, and I'm like, hey, we can help out with this, but you could do this instead, and it looks like it worked out, right? So we try to help out as much as we can. But one thing is that this came out last year and it's extremely popular. It's one of our biggest sellers in the shop. And this jacket is awesome. And it's a Dumb Nation jacket. It's by Columbia. It is super warm. But you can also wear it spring, fall, but in the dead of winter. And it's Columbia. It's a zip up. It's got inner pockets. It's got thumb holes. It's got a spot for your phone. It's all stitched. So it's 100% stitched. There's no patches. So it's stitched into the jacket, and the Dumb Nation logo is stitched into the jacket. Now, these aren't cheap. These jackets by themselves can go from $150 to $125. And then you got to figure the stitching and everything else. We're pretty much breaking even on those because we knew that it was going to break the bank for a lot of people to go ahead and buy it. And it sold out like crazy. Like, I think we sold like 35, 36 of these things in a matter of a couple of weeks. So this is what we're going to do. And we're going to try this one time. We understand that donations are sometimes hard and people have been amazing, but it's also that you should get something back. And there's people who can't afford a $120 jacket. And then with shipping and everything else, it's $130, even with a 10% off. So what we were thinking is, what we would do is $25 is the entry. You can enter as many times as you want. And if you give $25, you get into the entry. And it's only going to be once a month. We're going to give 12 of these away a year. We're going to do it for one night. And it's going to be usually the first week Friday of the month. We're going to do $25 gets you in. And I know people are going to be like, well, what about yesterday? It's one night only. We're just doing it tonight. $25 gets you in. And we'll draw names on Monday, and we'll do we'll do like a scrambling wheel or whatever, or we'll just pull it out of a hat. But everyone gets an entry, and whoever gets it, we'll send you one of these jackets that you can have. And we think it's a good deal.
And is it one entry per person?
No.
With a $25 donation?
No, but I also know how these people work, and the people who give $100 are going to say, just put me in once, or I'll buy a jacket if I want one. This is for people's shot to get in once. And do you want to do one entry? Liv?
Yeah, I mean,
okay,
yeah, that
so
way everyone's got an even shot.
What do you guys think? You tell us. One entry?
One entry, or every $25 gets you another entry.
Yeah, you guys decide. Because then it's fair for everybody. We just do one entry for $25 on Friday nights, once a month. You get $25 and you're in. And that way everyone has an equal shot of winning. I like that better. And that's going to lose us money. Because there's some people are going to be like, I'm going to give $75, so I get 3 entries. And I don't care if we lose a little bit of money. Is that fair? What do you guys think? One entry per person, $25. If you want to give us more money, please. It might even grease the wheels a little bit. Just saying. Put my thumb on the selection scale. But if we do $25, it gives everyone a chance. Most people can afford $25. And if you can't, just let me know. We'll figure it out. Okay? If you can't afford it and you're like, no, I can't afford $25, then we'll figure it out. Just say, I really want to enter, Matt, but I can't afford it. Okay, give what you can and we'll figure it out. But we're going to do this 12 times a year. It's 12 jackets. So our cost, that's well over $1,200. And we wish we could, listen, there will be a time where we can do it every night, but we can't do it every night right now. So we can do it once a month. And that is one little way we can give back, right? Mm-hmm. So please do me a favor. Remember, at the end of the year, we want to do the coins and we want to put them drill them into here. Mm-hmm. So we've got a bunch of plans, but right now this is what we can do. So $25 gets you entry. You get one entry. If you give $200, you still get one entry, and we're going to say thank you for helping us hit goal. Starts right now. $25 gets you in. We're going to write all the donations down, and everyone will get an entry. We'll draw it on Monday. Once a month thing to get yourself a Dumb Nation Columbia jacket. And these things are awesome. And trust me, all the stuff we sell. It was interesting. I had someone who bought a shirt from me, and they bought the Charlie. I've never had a complaint on our shirts ever.
Oh, I saw this. I
had somebody say, hey, they were a little small, so I sent them a bigger one. I've had some people say, I didn't read the fine print that they're athletic fit, but I've never had anyone complain about the material. No one's ever complained about the quality, ever. I mean, this shirt right here is, 4 years old?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they left me 2-star review, and they said the design is beautiful, but the shirts look like they'll fall apart in the wash. And I'm like, you gave me a 2-star review for something that might happen? Did you wash it?
Did you wear it for starters? Did you even get it?
He's like, it looks cheap. I'm like, our shirts do not look cheap. You're kidding me. Like, this thing's 4 years. It's form fitting. Are you kidding me? Look, it's not even stretched on the collar. It's perfect. So I was just like, dude, why would you give me 2 stars for something that hasn't even happened? I'll just refund your money and we'll call. He's like, I don't want the money back. I'm just letting you know, and there's no reason to be rude to me. I'm like, I'm not being rude to you. I'm telling you that what you did was asinine. It makes no sense. It's like you're looking at the product and going, well, if this happens, I'm going to give it a 2-star. How does that make any sense? You should be like, listen, I'm going to wear this. I'm going to wash it. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, because the reviews all are 5 stars, and there's hundreds of them. So the point is, we don't sell tchotchke stuff. So if you're interested, let us know.
Hey, I want to give a shout out.
Okay.
To Miss Kimberly Jurgemeyer and her husband.
Yeah.
And thank you. You guys sent us a very lovely card. It was a really cool looking card.
It was a great card.
And a gift certificate for
yogurt.
For yogurt.
And
that's
you know
where
what?
We're going tonight.
And let me just say something. We had some people on this show who invested into our old sponsor, and they're getting taken to the cleaners right now. And the fact that the fans of the show us enough respect and love not to blame us for that means the world. So here's a person who had something happen and decided to go ahead and watched our show and loved it and sent us something. It just means the world. And Bobby with her cookies and
which
And the Drysons who always send us stuff, and it's just, everyone's so kind. So we appreciate you. So that's the thing. So Mom, you got to remind me. So here it is. One more time while everybody's on here, we're getting people on. Dumb Nation Jacket, Columbia, $25 donation gets you entered for tonight only. We'll announce the winner on Monday. Then we'll call and get your size and make sure you get yourself a Dumb Nation jacket. $25 gets you in. It's a $125 jacket, I think is what we sell it for. $25 gets you in, okay? If you're struggling and you can't make 25, just let me know. We'll figure it out, okay? We'll give what you can and say, Matt, I'm trying. This is the best I can do, and I will throw the rest in, okay? We'll take care of it. This is just our way of trying to give back. All right. So we got a busy show tonight. We got a lot to talk about. First entry for the Don't Unfriend Me jacket is Frank Wood, $25. He says, I'm in. You got it, Frankie. We're doing it. All right. Rob says, I clicked on your comment in the notification screen, and now it went to the live screen. Great. Barbara Alexander says, great hat, Olivia. I agree. And she's like, she's already poo-pooing. She's like,
I'm not poo-pooing.
It's too big. I just don't like it.
We'll see.
It looks
It's
sexy.
still on. So
It looks, well, you should wear it because it's Friday night and I'm feeling all right. And
a little.
That hat would look good. Yeah, my love is a rose and I'm thorny. Mr. Hollanday donated $31.40. All biz, no blank, sir. Happy Red Friday. We'll put Frank in for a donation and he gets a little tick mark to enter the Don't Unfriend Me jacket sweepstakes. So I'm going to have to keep talking about this jacket thing because new people are going to come on. So I'm just going to kind of put it right here in the middle and you guys can go, what is that, Matt? Oh, no, I won't because we've got that popping up. Just keep reminding me to talk about it. Mel Lowe donate $26.25. Another entry for Mel Lowe. Good. This makes me feel good. It's a great way to start the month and it helps people feel like they're putting the money into something. That's good. We can do this more often. All right. Be set, free, subscribe. By the way, folks, we're about ready to hit 4,000 followers on YouTube, which is incredible.
Oh my gosh,
We've never been there. Folks, we were at 1,200 for almost 3-4 years. And
we couldn't make it grow.
4,000. Instagram's over 4,000 now. We are absolutely killing it when it comes to growing on social. Suzanne McGoran gives $25. Please enter me for the jacket. You've got it. You're entered. This is great. What a good way to do this. I love this. This is worth the money it costs for the jacket. Now we just got to overdrive the 300 plus the cost of the jacket and everything will be beautiful. Joanne Townsend's in for $25. She's working out so far. I like this deal. All right. While you're doing that, Liv, are you way behind?
No, not way behind.
Okay. So let's get into the show. We got a whole bunch to do. And I will keep going. So I'm concerned. I'm concerned about a few things. And I think Olivia is too. Matthew saying, is it sing? It's sing.
Sing, yes.
It's sing. Sing. $25. You are entered. Okay. Oh, it's 4,800 on YouTube? That's right, Barbara. I'm sorry. I undercut myself. It's almost 5,000 on YouTube. We've gained like 3,700 followers, 3,800 followers in 2-3 weeks.
It took me 9 months to get it from 500 to 1,000 when I first started the show 2 years ago. And then it just kind of stalled at like 1,200. It wouldn't grow.
So it's good to see. All right. So the next, there's a big concern. I don't know if you guys have been seeing this. We're going to talk about it tonight, and I'm just pulling out all the stops. I'm just hitting this stuff because to me it's important. And you might be like, well, Matt, don't bash on conservatives. You know what? I'm done with that. I'm done with running roughshod and protection for conservatives who are not following Christian principles, conservative and Republican principles. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So I'm going to call it out when I see it.
Good. You should.
I'm going to thank you. Mary
Marco,
I think it is. Yeah. Or Marco. Yeah, that would be an EA. So it's Marco. Donate $25. I will do what I can when I can. Mary, we love you for it. And we good luck. Good luck to everybody who's entered so far. So excited for this. This is good. I feel like we can give back a little bit. All right. You don't have to bash conservatives. The talking heads are bashing each other. Bobby Richardson, $51.99. Just because you are you, love you. We love you too. Thank you. and we'll get you entered. All right, you're right. It's not bashing conservatives. They're doing it to each other. And I'm going to call it out because I'll tell you what, I always hear something called PSYOP. This is a PSYOP. And a PSYOP is a psychological operation to throw people off from something that they are not supposed to see without them knowing that's going on. And you hear it used all the time. But I will tell you what, I am seeing some patterns here that are very much like a PSYOP happening. $25, love the jacket. Olivia, great in the hat. Barry Morgenstein. Barry's in.
I put America's Headshot Photographer
America's
on
Headshot
there.
Photographer.
We have photography royalty in the house. Yeah.
Barry Morgenstein's in for the jacket at $25. Thank you, Barry. We love you, buddy. So it feels like there's no reason that can you tell me a time, all of you, over the last 10 years with Trump in office? Sandra, $25. Thank you so much. She's in. Let's rock and roll. She's in with an entry. Can you tell me a time that conservatives have been in such disarray and disagreement when honestly we should be very much in line, which is Trump's agenda and supporting Donald Trump, but everything is contentious right now. Yeah, Patricia Good, 2625, Happy Red Friday. She's in with a jacket entry. So why are we so contentious? Why are we so divided? Remember when Israel, don't you remember what we said about Biden and Obama, that they abandoned Israel? That they refused to communicate with Israel, that they would refuse to recognize Israel? Shelley Morgenstein, $25.
That's a little cheating right there.
Cheating, but
entries.
We like it. We know how those Jewish people work. Two entries over at that house.
Love it. Love it.
They're trying to influence our show. It's what they do. Oh my gosh. So Barry's in with 2. Shelley,
smart.
We just happen to have 2 Morgensteins in the house. They're not related. What are you guys talking about? All of a sudden, it's like Barry Morgenstein Jr., $25.
Barry Morgenstein Jr.
Tamar Bush, $25. I'm in. All right. Now we're cooking. We need about not only to hit goal, but to break even another 2 or 3 of those, and we're set. Remember, we're doing the Don't Unfriend Me jacket tonight, $25. Once a month, we're going to give one of these away. For a $25 entry, everyone gets a shot. We'll do a random spin, and it will be yours. We'll do it live, and you got it, all right? So here we go. I'm going to do a deep dive on Shelley. Shelley, we've done a deep dive on your social media account. We don't think we can have you enter in the podcast.
Oh, that's funny.
I think this is the fastest you've ever hit goal. It's pretty quick. I'm not going to lie. It's pretty quick. We once had a $1,000 donation on a $250 night, and I can tell you who did that. That was Chuck. Chuck did that. And then Bobby came in and gave us a $500 on a $250, $300 night, I think it was. And then we've had others. Mel's come in and crushed it, and I can't even tell you. Deirdre has come in and crushed it. It doesn't matter. You guys, I love you guys. I knew this would work, and I was thinking about it with Olivia, and I'm just like, what could we do? What could we do? So like 3 minutes before the show, we came up with it. All right.
Hey, before we get into that, I totally forgot to do one thing. Can I do it?
Yeah, honey.
Ivory emailed me today.
Oh, good. How is she?
So she had surgery on the 30th. It was a 10-hour surgery, but surgeons are very pleased with how it went. And she emailed me today to say thank you for all of your prayers. And
Thank God.
She should hopefully be back on chat soon. So
thank God.
I wanted to update everyone that how she's doing and the prayers are working.
Sandra says she only donated $20, Mom. But
really?
I'll put in the 5. Don't worry about it. I got the 5.
Okay.
I got the 5. Okay. So let's dive into this. There is a gentleman. His name is Zeke Arkham. It sounds made up.
It does.
It sounds like Dirk Diggler, but it's fine. It's a good, strong name. But I want you guys to hear this. And it makes a really good point. No, Sandra, you are in for the jacket. I don't want to hear another word. Sandra, you are in for the jacket. I don't want to hear another word. Chuck Peterson donated $25. That would be an XXL, Matt. in your pants. So good for Ivory, and also it's good that we're getting really close. Let's keep driving this, folks. Remember, Don't Unfriend Me jacket for Friday night. We're going to do it once a month. And yes,
What's up,
we
everybody?
will
It's your boy
extend the
Z-
show because I know Liv's just getting hammered over here. Don Bradley donate $25. Happy Friday. She's in for the jacket. I knew this would be huge. Dude, I get so many people. It's too expensive, but it's not my fault. It's Columbia. So to see everyone's going to get a chance, and hopefully we got 12 of these a year, man. We'll have a Dumb Nation army. Let's listen to this. I want you guys to take a listen, and then we'll go from there. Here it is.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Zeke Arkham, the original cop with attitude. And I didn't plan on making this video, but there's a lot of things specifically that's making me frustrated about this country, conservatives, and Christians. Do y'all understand that the left is seriously trying to take over and destroy our way of life? Like, do you understand that? Do you understand right now we're in a battle? Do you understand right now that it's time to be loud and vocal and roll up your sleeves and get ready for a fight? I'm not talking about a physical fight. I'm not telling you go out there and knock anybody out. Don't two-piece anybody on my behalf. But we are in a battle, a spiritual battle for this country. And Trump winning was just the beginning of the battle. Like, do you guys understand? Like, I get comments every now and again. Oh, Zeke, you gotta be nicer to these people. Zeke, you have to remember you're a Christian. You want me to be nice? You want me to be forgiving? They're using Netflix to try to indoctrinate our children. They're directly coming after our children. Obama and his regime over on Netflix are directly putting messages in cartoons directed at kids. And you want me to be nice? They're directly trying to, they got teachers they don't give a fuck about teaching. They're simply trying to indoctrinate and put brainwashing into your children. And you want me to just pray about it? Because that's what I keep hearing from conservatives and Christians. Oh, I'm just going to pray about it. I'm going to be the silent majority. Oh, what can we do? You can get up and you can fight. You can be loud. You can make sure your congresspeople, whoever is or in there, understand how you feel. And if they don't get it, you vote them out. I don't care who they are. You vote them out. Because this is we the people, not we the government. This is we the people. Understand, like, I need some of you to wake up. The time for being nice is done. The time for just saying, oh, I'm going to pray about it is done. Get up and fight. Get angry about it. Because holy shit, what else do they have to do in order to show that they're trying to take this whole thing over and destroy our way of life? What more do they have to do? They took Charlie Kirk out of here because he was making inroads. And some of you are just going, oh, well, you know, I don't want to be next. That's your response to this? Come on, people. Wake the fuck up. All of you, please. Got your 6.
There's 2 reasons why that resonated with me. Go ahead.
I happen to agree with him.
Yeah, so why don't you go ahead and start? I'll call this off. Kimberly Jurgemeyer donated $25. Olivia, that hat, whistling twice. Oh, trust me, I will be too. That's all she'll be wearing in about 3 hours. Remember, jacket, folks. Cowboy. They call it cowgirl. So, Dumb Nation jacket, full embroidered. Columbia. It is a shell jacket, and then at the bottom, it's got the Don't Unfriend Me logo with the signature sleeve. And then this is all done. It's embroidered, 100% embroidered. You do $25 donation and you're entered into the lottery. We're going to do it once a month for a year, which means 12 jackets. You put in $25 and you get entered. We're going to do it one night only on Friday, the first week of the month, and you get yourself into the entry. So tonight only, and we'll release the winner Monday. Jack, thank you for subscribing. So listen to me why this frustrates me. But Olivia, you go first. Debbie Boggs donated $25 in for the jacket. Go ahead. Do you want me to do it first, or you want to go? You pause. Just pause. It's okay. Go.
I happen to agree with him. He was a little strong, but he's got conviction.
Yeah.
And I mean, he's right. People are making excuses, and people are not. A lot of people are not. They're not fighting for our side.
And they're not focused on the right things.
Exactly. They're focused on the wrong things.
They're worried about $3.6 billion a year to Israel. Who cares?
They should be worried about what's local.
So many people just don't understand what they're saying, you know? And this is, the phone lines are open. If you want to call in and you're like, listen, Matt, I'm uncomfortable. I've got some challenges with Israel. I got some challenges with the Jews, and I want you to walk me through. Bring it on. Because everyone, like Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's stoking this. Do you know what she said today? She's like, AIPAC needs to register for FARA as a foreign agency. Do you guys, listen, everyone listen to me. Look at me right now and look at your screen and stop being distracted. Do you know that AIPAC is not a foreign political action committee? Do you know it's based here in the United States of America? They don't have to register with FARA. They're just like the NRA. They're just like Planned Parenthood. They're just like the American Tobacco Association. They're just like Big Dairy or Big Pharma. They're a local, they are not foreign. They are based on American donations. It's not Israel money. They are a political action committee for the constituents of the Jews inside the United States. And yes, they rally for Israel because that's their homeland. But it is still not a foreign influence in our government. But everyone thinks it is. Oh, well, Matt, you're telling me that foreign dollars aren't coming in? Well, it's coming in from Qatar. It's coming in from Saudi Arabia. It's coming in from blacks in the NAACP and the ACLU and the Rainbow Coalition, too. Every race, color, and creed has influence. Every one of them. Why are you so mad about the Jews? Why is it only the Jews? Because you're being told to be mad about the Jews. You're being told that by a group of people that have turned this into a giant grift. Now, you can be mad. You can be mad that kids are dying. Of course you can be mad. Yes, of course. Nobody wants babies to die. But can you just be transparent that you don't give a flying shit about those babies? Because if you did, you would talk about Uganda. If you did, you'd be talking about Chicago every weekend, the drive-bys where babies are getting killed. If you did, you'd be talking about the 67 million aborted children. Stop the freaking virtue signaling. You don't give a shit. You care that Jews are doing it. It's because Israel. And you're being told that Israel is, and this is what I tried to tell you last night, and you didn't listen, so listen now. The European Union wants the Middle East to fail. Because the one thing that Europe needs and is dependent on of Russia and everyone else is energy. And the one thing that the Middle East holds power over everyone else is energy and the Straits. And if Europe gets the Straits and they own the Gulf and Israel falls, there is absolutely nobody to defend against Muslim takeover. And England is going to be a Muslim country. Germany and France are falling prey to the same exact thing. What do you think's going to happen when Europe gets run by Muslims? The Middle East will be absolutely tied to Europe. And then that's ball game, folks. It's just straight up ball game. Yep. Why do you think the European Union and the New World Order is focused on making sure that Europe falls to Muslims? Still got to start thinking, people. You got to start thinking. This is fucking chess. This is not checkers. This is geopolitical strategy on a level that you don't possibly comprehend and understand. So start listening to the people who are telling you, because I don't know what we're listening to. I don't want to know about Macron's wife's penis. I'm sorry. I don't care. I don't care what Tucker Carlson thinks and have him mention 850 times about Jews in 6 months on his show. I don't care about Qatar. I don't care about prices of groceries in Russia. What I want is world stability. Because there is a group of people who are trying to take over. And if you think I'm wrong, prove it. Go ahead and give me another plausible solution. Tell me how Israel is the biggest threat to the United States. Explain it to me. When I just laid out a much bigger threat right there, the Middle East falling under European control because England, 6 out of 10 politicians within the next 10 years are going to be Muslim. Germany and France are having revolutions inside their countries and Gestapo-like tactics in Germany right now. If you think that Europe won't fall, find out how many revolutions Europe has had in the last 600 years. Ask how many revolutions France has had while you've been alive.
A lot.
You're not listening. Stop focusing on the things that don't matter. I'm not telling you to not care that $3.6 billion goes to the Jews annually. I'm not saying that. But if you were not freaking out over the millions upon millions upon millions and billions upon billions and overall trillions that were sent into Afghanistan, because you didn't care about Iraq and you didn't care about Afghanistan, and we've spent more on Afghanistan and Iraq than we ever have on Israel. Mossad is a human intelligence operation of an epic proportion, and it gives us an advantage in the Middle East over everyone else to have them as an intelligence partner. They are outstanding at it. And for us to go ahead and replicate what Mossad does and the IDF does, it would cost us $10 billion a year. We're getting a steal for the intelligence that we get. Yeah, and people are like, oh, well, they gave us bad intel on 9/11. So did MI6. So did the PRK. So did the CIA, NSA, and NRO. Every single intelligence agency was 100% on board of weapons of mass destruction. It's the Jews' fault. They delivered the war. It was the neocons under Bush, and they were all Jews. I'm so freaking tired of these surface level thinkers. It's bigger than that. It's always been bigger than that. The basis for any economic system for any country is war. It always has been. That's why every single country has a military. That's why every single country has a military budget, whether it's large or small. We must stop focusing on the wrong things. Because while they say over here and over here and over here, you're not seeing what's happening right in front of you. And the most existential crisis that's taking place right now is Europe falling. If Europe falls, everything goes. Period. Because who do you think is going to be next? So I'm going to show you some things. I'm going to show you the people who are telling you something different. Loretta Lewis is in for a jacket, $25. I'm going to show you how to get that jacket real quick. All you got to do is put in $25. Boom, you get a jacket. It's embroidered. Brenda Shepard's in for $25. She wants a jacket. Everyone who puts in once a month, every Friday, first of the month, any donation of $25 gets you put into a drawing to win this jacket. We're giving 12 of them away this year. And you know what? It'll be for the next 16 months because we're going to do it October, November, December, and then we'll do it for another 12. Janet Crenshaw, $25. This is a great idea. I know. I like it.
Somebody mentioned.
No. Let's not confuse anything. Let's not change anything. Well, tell me quick.
No, they just mentioned maybe designing a limited jacket just for this purpose.
Done. This 3 months we'll give those, and then I'll design a limited jacket. That's a better idea. All right, so listen. I know I hit on Candace Owens a lot, but you know what? She deserves to be, because people like Megyn Kelly, who I love and adore, and she's got a really good reason not to hit Candace. It's the same reason that if Damani said something that I didn't agree on, I wouldn't come after his throat. I'd call him like a man and talk to him on the phone and say, hey, D, I don't agree. If Barry Morgenstein did something or said something I didn't agree with, I'll call him on the phone like a man, or Olivia would call him on the phone and say, we don't agree with what you're saying. I can understand, because Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Candace, and Charlie, they all bear from the same fruit. That is just the way it is. They came up together, and I respect it, and I understand it, and I have not hit Megyn Kelly hard on this. I don't agree with her. I think Megyn Kelly is a world-class journalist, and she owes it to her listeners to hit Candace hard. So I'm going to do it. And it's not going to have nearly as much of an impact. It won't even have a scratch. It won't even be a pimple on the ass of what Megyn Kelly can do. But at least I can sleep at night. The woman who told you. You called out, babe.
Don Martin, I'm in, $25. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Thank you. The woman who made her career on left versus right, the woman who told you about the modern day slave plantations, says we must unite in order to destroy the true power structure. The woman that led blacks out of the Democratic Party is now trying to erase that distinction between right and left. She's trying to muddy the lines and tell you that the left is okay. We have to unite with the left to stop the new power. When my response is the right must stop dividing itself so we can fight the left properly, with education, with knowledge, with arguments, with debate, with putting the right people in place who will work for this country, who believe that Christianity, that this country was built on, needs to be protected, that babies need to be protected, that our borders need to be protected, that our conservative government and conservative way of life is completely, 100% synonymous with liberalism. That we were founded in classic liberalism and it needs to come back to this country because it is important to have a yin to our yang. But it is not okay to have someone who divides the yin and yang, where they never touch, they never matriculate, and they never work together. That is what's stopping our country. We do not need to unite with the left. We need to unite the right. This stupid infighting is ridiculous, from the neocons to the semi-conservatives to the Patriot Party to the libertarians to the constitutionalists to the Freedom Caucus. Enough! Unite the right and come together and stand shoulder and shoulder against the left, because that is the only way we're going to win.
The Democrats are imploding right now. We should be coming together to become a stronger party.
Yes.
So we can make sure the Democrats stay down.
Yes.
But all we're doing is we're not taking advantage.
We're just
of
backbiting.
them.
We're backbiting
We're not
all day
taking
long.
advantage of it. We're doing the same thing they're doing and in a different way, but we need to be above the Democrats.
It's a power struggle.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a video. I want you to listen as Candace Owens, the person who literally led the revolution. Barbara Alexander, $25 for me and $5 for Sandra. That's why I love this team. That's why I love our team. We got the best damn audience in the world. Thank you. That's very sweet, Barbara. You're the best. Ash agrees. Candace Owens, who told you, and she was right, by the way, about fathers leaving black homes. The degradation, the self-fulfilling prophecy, the slave mentality of black people inside these plantations. She told you that. And now she's telling you there's no distinction anymore, that Americans need to come back together as she divides them. And what she is trying to do, and I'm going to out her right now, she is trying to go ahead and take the hatred that the left has for the Jews and the hatred that the right has for the Jews, and she's going to try to bring them together on their hatred for Israel. I fucking promise you. And yes, I've cussed twice. Pastor Gill, I'm sorry. I'm mad tonight. I'm mad because I can see through it. I can see through it like she is transparent and clear. They want to bring the left and the right who hate Jews together, and they will make a larger party, which will force the middle to pick sides. This is what's happening. It's a division of power. And you might be asking yourself, well, why is Candace doing this? Why is she, she's not flip-flopping. She's just asking questions. Oh, yeah? Listen to this, and I'll keep showing you more.
It is all of us versus them. And they're upset that we're united, by the way. I saw this when they were attacking Megyn Kelly. I think I showed you yesterday. She said, well, my battle is against the left. And then they showed her a clip of me saying that it's not left or right anymore, and said, well, look, Megyn, now you should attack Candace because she's allied with the left. Yep, I am allied. And the right, any person that is awake and realizes that that is slave slop, okay? You're never going to be able to shake the true power structure if we keep shouting at one another and not realizing that groups control extremists on both sides. They are fostering, I think, those extreme acts. It is all of us versus them.
Amazing. Amazing. Candace wasn't always a Republican. She was a leftist. And I've told you before that anyone that dumps their ideology and completely changes their position that quickly as an adult, there is something extremely wrong. Would you give up on being a Christian tomorrow? Would you flip your stance on abortion tomorrow? Would you be going for gun confiscation tomorrow? Would you believe in open borders tomorrow? Would you believe late-term abortion tomorrow? Would you believe that we need to be the world's police? Would you believe in bigger government? Would you believe in more taxes? Would you believe in separation of church and state? Would you believe sexualization of your children? Would you believe in transgender surgeries? Would you flip everything you believe tomorrow then why do you trust people who flip from the left and become right? Because that sounds completely ridiculous to you. That sounds impossible to you. That sounds like something you would never, ever do. It would literally be cutting off one of your legs or your face or your nose on your face just to spite your face. Then why do you accept leftists who come over to the right? How can you trust anybody that literally abandons everything they believe? And that's both sides. Someone who's conservative who jumps to the left. How can you possibly ever trust that person as an adult? Now, they want to lose one or two policies and they're like, hey, listen, the abortion thing, that was it for me. I'm coming over to this side. That's different. Dave Rubin did that. There's been plenty who've done it. My point is when somebody then tells you everything you want to hear after they literally told you everything you don't want to hear, why? Well, I'm going to give you another example because there's Candace telling you that you have to unite with the left. Doesn't matter who you are, race, color, creed, whoever you are, whatever your political disposition, come to me. As long as you agree with me, you're one of my people. As long as you can hate Jews with me, you're accepted. You know, Hitler embraced all political ideology. Do you know he used religion to go ahead and brainwash and get into people's lives? Do you know he used it to segregate people and isolate people? He used ancient text. He used ancient Hebrew text to divide people, and then he used it against it and started murdering them. I'm going to give you another example real quick of Tucker Carlson. Listen, tell me you're not being gaslit. That was Tucker. That was Candace last night. This is Tucker today. Tell me you're not being gaslit. I'm so mad. I'm so pissed off. And why aren't you? Because when you listen to this, this is the biggest gaslight I've ever heard in my life. I want you to listen to this. This is the man who's mentioned the word Jew 850 times in the last 6 months in his shows. Everything he does is about Jews. Everything. And I want you to listen to what he said today. This is not AI. This is real. Tell me this doesn't piss you off.
And if you're wondering why there's an awful lot of lunatic anti-Semitic comment about Israel online, you have to wonder how much of that is organic. Some of it, of course, there are always haters. But how much of it is not organic at all? How much of that, the lunatic, all Jews are evil, how much of that is being ginned up on purpose to make legitimate questions about the U.S. government's relationship with the government of Israel seem like crackpot stuff, like hate, like David Duke level lunacy? Probably some, because it serves their interests. And if you're wondering why there's an awful lot of lunatic anti-Semitic comment,
the person who is being literally anti-Semitic and drumming up, I'm just asking questions. What? I'm just asking. I'm not, this is a guy who runs proxy through his guests to literally spew anti-Semitic shit all over his show. He runs proxy, which would be like me going, hey, Liv, how are you dealing with all the Jews that are really trying to keep you down and taking your money and really pushing you and your business out of business? I mean, how are you handling it? That's the type of shit that Tucker Carlson does. He runs proxy. And he brings on people who don't like Jews, and he controls the narrative by subjugating and sliding in slight nuance to get them to say the things that he won't say. I wanted to meet Tucker. I wanted to be on a show one day. I wanted to have a conversation with him. I still do. But I don't think he believes any of this shit. You want to know why I don't believe he believes any of this shit? Well, I just happened to dig up a few videos. Now you tell me what you think. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I didn't bring the receipts like I always do. Say, Matt, you're off your pot. You're crazy. Oh yeah? Well, watch this. Merry Christmas. Here's 4 different clips in less than a year. Yeah, I'm yelling. Yeah, I'm mad. I'm pissed. I'm fired up. There's no doubt about it. Listen.
U.S. aid, military aid to Israel, and the implied security guarantees, some explicit, but many implied security guarantees of the United States to Israel probably haven't helped Israel that much long term. You know, it's a rich country with a highly capable population. like every other country. It's probably best if it makes its decisions based on what it can do by itself.
Israel cannot exist without being propped up by the United States. Its nuclear program came from the United States. Its weapons come from the United States. Its economy is supported by the United States.
That country couldn't exist without, not for a week, without U.S. backing.
I think U.S. aid, military aid to Israel and the implied security guarantees, some explicit, but many implied security guarantees of the United States to Israel, probably haven't helped Israel that much long term.
So you have a person in less than 1 year telling you that military aid and the United States assisting in its military capabilities was not that important, who says on their show, plain as day, that it is immaterial and means nothing, and then literally flip-flops and says that the absolute survival of Israel is dependent upon the United States. Why? Where did that come from? Tell me. Tell me how anybody flip-flops their position that quickly. That is not just a simple change of opinion. That is a complete reversal of geopolitical understanding and prognostication and assessment. It's like saying all of a sudden that the Barbary pirates had nothing to do with terrorism in the Middle East. And terrorism wasn't around until Western civilization intervention into the Middle East. Then all of a sudden you're like, you know what? The Barbary pirates were terrorists long before Western civilization and Christian nationalism entered the world and the age of enlightenment happened. And without the Barbary pirates, the level of barbarism and terroristic threats that you see in the world today would never exist. Because before them, Islam was relatively peaceful. What? Did you go back to school? Did somebody change your brain with somebody else? What happened where you literally flip-flop from one to the other? It doesn't make much sense. Because now I'm going to show you something else and then I'm resting and I'm done. And if this doesn't convince you, if this doesn't show you, I don't know how to wake you up. And for all the people listening right now, and I know there's a bunch of you, and I respect you 120% because you've just stay out of the conversation, but I know you're a Candace fan, I know you're a Tucker fan, and I know you're going, damn it, Matt, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? Why don't you just listen to what I'm saying, listen to this, and you tell me I'm wrong? Enjoy this.
That I work for Prager University, which is run by an Orthodox Jew. When a single Democrat showed up to the embassy opening in Jerusalem, I sat on a plane for 18 hours to make sure that I was there. These characters are just being inserted into places to serve Israel. That makes Israel the master of the universe. And that's troubling.
Before we talk about this, but what are your views on Islam?
How's it going in the UK? Those are my views. Okay, you can't. They have different views than us. Their views are that Western civilization is corrupted and awful, and it doesn't follow their code of ethics.
Hamas, ISIS, all of these people are just so conveniently. These terror groups are so convenient in helping Israel expand its borders. We know that now. We're aware of these operations that you're running and constantly blaming it on Muslims, radical Muslims. It's always been killing Christians, and you've always been pointing the finger at Muslims.
But you didn't vote for Donald Trump, to be clear.
I did not.
After dropping out of college, Owens became CEO of Degree 180, a website which included, among other things, a blog focused on taking down then-candidate Donald Trump. One article was titled, "Does Donald Trump Actually Have a Small Penis?" The piece concluded that Donald Trump most likely has a penis the size of an infant.
Trump derangement syndrome. What is it? Do I have it? Is there a cure? Fact. Donald Trump won the presidency in the same way that Obama won it before him. The American people voted.
Trump, he is telling you he is not America first. I don't even know if he's America second at this point. It's all so ridiculous and disappointing. Just honestly embarrassing.
Sitting next to a Jewish guy who has lived way sooner than slavery was, just in the 1940s. They survived a near genocide, okay?
And you say to people, okay, what is it about Hitler? Why is he the most evil? Well, the first thing people would say is, well, an ethnic cleanse.
Are your eyes open yet? Anybody waking up? Do I need to go do more homework? Is that what I need to go do? I love it when these trolls say, you need to do your homework. You need to go fuck yourself. I wrote the thesis on this bitch because there's nobody saying what I'm saying right now. Nobody. And they ain't saying it like I'm saying it. The only person who's even scratching the surface is a little bit is Dave Rubin and Ben Shapiro. Go figure that the Jewish persuasion, Mark Levin, are the ones saying it. And you know what? You want to call me a Zionist? That's fine. I'm not calling anything. What I'm saying is that these people are full of shit as Christmas gooses. They're full of shit. They're nervous as horns in church. And they are going to use Charlie Kirk's death to exploit him and control the narrative any way that they can.
Almost took place. And now I offer back, you mean like we actually did to the Germans?
I do not believe that we should be characterizing Hitler as a nationalist. He was a homicidal, psychopathic maniac that killed his own people.
World War II, convincing Americans. That's like totally cool to want to genocide Germans. Totally cool. The Germans are so evil. We can do this with movies. We're going to create this image and we're going to war. Because people in their minds think, oh, well, if it's in a book and a publisher agreed to publish it, HarperCollins published this book about Kamala, they must have fact-checked this and all of this must be true. People have this wrong perception. So Grok is saying there's no basis and he's crawled the biographies. Except he missed Robert Maxwell's authorized biography. And Robert Maxwell got to read and approve. That's what it means to have an approved biography. And Grok says, nothing to see here, right? This is being pushed on us that like the future is AI. The future is artificial intelligence. Why are they pushing artificial intelligence on people? It's because, well, maybe it's right there in the name. They want you to be intelligent artificially. It's a veneer. You're not actually intelligent. You might be an idiot, and not to be mindful of that, but to forcefully reject these tech lords. But then I use the software that Xavier Poussard introduced me to, the World Economic Forum's Face++ software. I don't know how this software works, but I've learned to trust it. I really trust that software, and it only further commits me to Xavier Poussard's research.
Chick is bought, paid for, signed, sealed, and delivered, and she is running Oppo. Her and Tucker, I'm telling you right now, $180,000 into Tucker's account from Qatar. Money's transferring from when he left Fox News into his accounts. Candace gets canned. Her lifestyle, her lavish lifestyle. Her husband is rich. Her husband is a globalist. Converts to Catholicism, gets pregnant. Turns on Ben Shapiro, who made her. She made money off of Jews. She made money off the backs of Jews, and then turns around and backstabs all of them. This woman just told you WEF AI software should be trusted, should be used. Amazing. Sorry, I cussed a few times. I'm trying to be better. Tonight, people are like, Matt was supposed to be off tonight. He wasn't even supposed to be mad. That's a good point.
Research, which is that Brigitte Macron lived as Jean-Michel Trogneau, and that software has proven to me that she really has. The angst of that cannot feel good. Like you think you're so right and you're dropping what you think are receipts about somebody's life. And the scariest part of that for me is really the IQ element, because it doesn't really matter how much research you do. Some things should just go to you, oh, you know what, that just sounds ridiculous. Jean-Michel Trogneau took Brigitte Trogneau's identity at some point. It's very obvious he kind of becomes his sister. That's what seems to be the most logical conclusion based off of everything.
America voted for a misogynist, said every actor and actress.
Rose says she was being sarcastic, and this seems cut by, yeah, right. Yeah, because I cut and splice things that aren't actual quotes. Do you notice how each one's like 30 seconds? Yeah, that's about as much as you need to prove that someone, listen, you can say one might be cut, but all of it's cut. What about the next video I'm going to show you, which is a full 2 minutes? Yeah, you should stay on, Rose, instead of quitting what you don't want to hear, because maybe the reason why you don't want to hear it is because it's exactly what you need to hear.
Actress everywhere, just after they had got finished smooching up to Harvey Weinstein.
My God.
Yeah.
I guess you didn't see the Weinstein interviews where she went ahead and tried to lead him down the path that it was the Jews who set him up. And he's like, actually, it was the Qatarians and the Saudi Arabians. And wah, 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 wah. Did I cut that one too? Yeah. You know what? I expect it. I expect it. You're not ready for this. You're not ready for the show. You're not ready for what we talk about because you just want to be blind. You just want to run the maze and get your cheese at the end and then go back and go to sleep. And that's cool. I respect it. I'm not judging you. I'm not. I'm really not. I completely understand. You know, and you hear about the red pill moments and the blue pill moments. You know, or do you just want to go back to bed in the Matrix and get your steak and your Cabernet and you know it's not real, but damn, does it taste so good? Or do you want to eat moldy, snotty slop in a bowl and wear raggy clothes and probably get hunted down by a artificial intelligence robot that'll end your existence and you would not be the last scion? Which one do you want? I don't really want either. Because this isn't a movie. It's really easy to find this stuff out if you look for it. And all you got to do is ask the why. Why is this happening? Why would they be saying these things? Because this is the last one, and then Olivia and I need to share and talk and all that other stuff. But maybe you can explain this to me. Here is Candace's new proof. We're going to check in on her, make sure she's okay today. But her new Charlie Kirk investigation has an update, folks. It's a new one. No, Bigfoot isn't the person. But she has eyewitnesses, and they're deeply suspicious. She's heard some information on these eyewitnesses who said that Tyler Robertson was there. 2 are software engineers. One's name originates from Germany. One is Austrian. And apparently, it's a huge red flag that a Republican candidate attended a Charlie Kirk TPUSA event. But most of all, none have reached out to her. Oh, that's funny. Erica Kirk hasn't reached out to her. TPUSA didn't even invite her. A lot of people aren't talking to her anymore. Here's her expert investigation and all her analysis. Listen to this. Matt, you're so mean. Yes, I am.
Okay, so to show you who those individuals are, a lot of software engineers. We can pull back up Emmanuel Furier. You saw his name there again. We're pulling people that spoke to the press publicly. We're not revealing any information here, but he works for Domo Incorporated. His history is that he is a software engineer, a technical advisor. His name is German in origin. I'd like to know a little bit more. Also, when I look up these people, by the way, none of them have reached out to me. Like from the minute that this all happened, I asked for information. And for whatever reason, these people were very anxious to speak to the press right after, but then we're like, you know what? We're not gonna speak to anybody else about
because they probably have some credibility.
That. Same for Gurneau owner. We covered this. He was with Phil Lyman's nephew cousin. We learned was a software engineer from Austria. So Austria, Germany. Okay. Featured in Shaner's Instagram. And that guy, Scott Robbins, that you saw looking like a college kid, well, he was also a gubernatorial candidate. He ran for governor of Utah in 2024. Nobody mentioned this. I guess all of these USA Today or AP, nobody asked them like who they were, if they were college students. And for whatever reason, everybody that they spoke to wasn't that. We will continue to grow this witness tree.
We will continue to sow the seeds of just asking questions, because all of that sounds really, really good, except it's a whole bunch of nothing. Wow. People ran for office who went to Charlie Kirk's rally. Wow. There were Republicans there. This guy has a German name. So what is Liv? Can I be afforded just 2 more minutes and then I promise we'll start sharing together?
Yes, as long as you promise that in 2 minutes you look at something and you have to show it.
I will. Ooh. Okay. Will that fit on the widescreen?
Oh my gosh, Matthew.
So here is now this is what I'm going to do. I told you I was going to defend Megyn Kelly. And it's not because she's incredibly hot, okay? Because that is totally true. And if you're hot, you get away with a lot. That's why Olivia and I are still married, okay?
That's great.
You've said the same thing about me. You're like, God, you're so lucky you're really good looking.
Not really.
No, yeah, you've never said those words in your life. Big penis. So I like that hat. That is awesome. It really is cool. It to have a Don't Unfriend Me fly fishing hat. It's awesome.
I think that's going to go on the Spartacus over there.
Yeah.
Or Trojan, whatever.
Trojan man.
Whatever
Okay.
over there.
So
at the
here's
end of the night.
here's Megyn Kelly. I don't see nothing wrong with the information, right? But what does it prove? Just like everything that Candace does, nothing. See, Manny, it's not that Candace is saying the wrong things. It's that she has no receipts, and it's all it is just garbled speculative nonsense. None of it's exculpatory. None of it has any backing in any way, shape, or form. There are no affidavits. There are no sworn testimony. There's no whistleblowers. There's no photographs. There's nothing. She literally puts anything on screen that will create doubt. And it's like watching an ambulance chase or a car wreck. And every time that the fire gets too low, a little bit of gasoline just to keep it going. But it's what it comes down to is everything on her show always comes back to one thing: Jews. Jews. Now, I'm going to defend Megyn Kelly. Because the only reason I'm going to defend Megyn Kelly is because, like I said, Tucker, Candace, Dave Rubin, Michael Knowles, Ben Shapiro, Walsh, these guys all kind of came up together. And she's not gonna stomp on her friend's head. And if I was friends with Candace Owens, I probably wouldn't do it myself. I would have that conversation in private, and I would have the courage to have it in private. And you know what? I'm probably pretty damn sure that Megyn Kelly and Candace Owens aren't best friends, because they haven't done a lot of cross-pollination type stuff. They were not even remotely as close as Charlie Kirk and she were. And most assuredly Ben and her are. Or Dave Rubin and her are. Or Tucker. But she doesn't want to pile on. So I'll do it. And other podcasters will do it. And because that's the way it is. I see it, I'm going to call it out. But if I was her friend, like I told you, if Damani did something or Barry did something or whatever, we would handle it offline. The second thing is that she finds value in Tucker. And that is completely fine. She can find value in Tucker. I am finding less and less value in Tucker, because I am sick and tired of hearing how everything is Israel's fault, or that Russia is this great, safe, beautiful country that everyone should just emulate after utopia, because that's not true either. I'm not a big fan. Well, hold on a second, Manny. We'll talk about that with trust with the FBI. We will absolutely talk about that for sure. So here's Megyn Kelly, and I completely support her for the following reasons. She's entitled to her opinion, and she is not espousing false truth. She's not out there parroting what they're saying. She has her reservations about Israel and Netanyahu, as do I. I've got some questions too, and I've laid it out on Israel. There's a lot. I'm not a fan of the ADL. I'm not a fan of AIPAC. I think all political action committees should be banned from the United States, every single one of them. I'm not a fan of Hasidic Jews. They're over the top, just like I don't like Opus Dei from Catholicism. I don't like the Southern Poverty Law Center. There's a lot of things I don't like. I'm not a big fan of Yom Kippur and spinning chickens over my head. Not that that's the only thing that the day is, but there's some very weird practices, and Catholics do it too. I'm not a fan of those things. I don't like the way that my mom was treated when she wanted to convert. There's some things I have questions on. But that doesn't mean that I am speaking ill or I'm anti-Semitic. It means that I disagree with all things. I have questions about Christianity. I have questions about Catholicism, Greek Orthodox with my grandmother, my Yaya and Papu were involved in. I've got questions about a lot of things. But it doesn't mean Megyn Kelly has a right to question Israel, but she doesn't do it through falsehoods. She's questioning the level of which Netanyahu and Israel is prosecuting this war. And she has questions. Good for her. She should do that. She also has questions in regards to Charlie Kirk, the way he was treated by sponsors who were pushing him. And she expressed multiple times that Charlie had expressed to her that he was frustrated and he was scared and he feared for his life too. But everyone assigns that to the Jews. But he got death threats from everybody. He had transgenders that wanted to kill him. He had to run with a full security team. And he was getting so big, it terrified him. That doesn't mean it's associated with Jews. And the thing that I said today, and I'm wrapping this up right now after this video, is the following. There are people out there, Marjorie Taylor Greene. There are others who are saying that they're not going to suicide themselves. Right, Israel? And making these grandiose statements that they love life and they're not going to commit suicide. And they're trying to say that Israel wants to kill them for speaking out. But all of them are alive. And the only person who is dead is a guy who questioned some things with Israel, but he was a devout protector of Judeo-Christianity in the United States, loved Western civilization in the U.S. and in Israel, and said they were a bastion of freedom in the Middle East. The only Western civilization country in the Middle East. He admired Netanyahu. He admired Israel. And although he questioned some of the things they were doing and questioned their PR, their public relations, and how they were handling social media, and gave them a 7-page epitaph on how to fix it because of his love and dedication for Israel, and warned them that they were losing the youth, people are now blaming the Jews for killing him. People are blaming TPUSA for killing him. People are blaming Erica Kirk for killing him because she has contracts with the Jews. All of this stuff is coming out from people like Candace Owens, Tucker Carlson, Stu Peters, Nick Fuentes, Dave Smith, and a whole bunch of others. Here she is, and then we're going to wrap that part up, and I'm going to take a breath.
I know what Hamas does, trust me, and I've been covering it. But that doesn't mean that the devastation and destruction can go on forever. Israel's now taken out Hezbollah. It's decimated Hamas. It had a war with Iran that we almost got dragged into, in more full flower. It's time to wrap it up in this American's view. I am entitled to that opinion, and I will not be shamed out of it by being called an anti-Semite. Now, as for my decision to platform Tucker, too bad, too fucking bad. I love him. We're friends. I don't think he's an anti-Semite at all, but I don't really care. I think Tucker's a very important, valuable voice in the national conversation. I'm thrilled.
I think Candace is
I don't know her. I don't really know her that well. Although I will tell you, we recently had a very nice exchange before all this. And I was just reminded in my own head that Candace is a young mom of like 3 young kids. She's under a lot of pressure. She's got a big show. She's been under attack since she came onto the public airwaves. She's been under attack constantly. And it's my prerogative if I say to myself, that is not someone I wish to attack. I do not feel that way. I don't want to do it. Yeah. And I felt this way. And now that people have made my attacking her the stakes of my relationship with whatever person is saying this, I'm going to have to say goodbye to that person. I won't do it. Now it's like a point of pride. Yeah. It's literally the same thing as the BLM folks trying to make you raise your fist. The answer is no.
You gotta respect her.
I love her. Well, and that's why I respect that woman, because that's her belief and that's her platform. It's what she wants to do, and she's not going to bend to anybody. She created it. She developed it. She was fired from leftist news. She left Fox News, and she's doing her own thing. And I fervently support her for doing that. And there's people attacking her. It's not that I just take the opposite side of what's fashionable. This is just the way it should be. And people are going to attack me for going after Candace. Bullshit. I'll go after whomever I want, whenever I want. And if they have a problem with it, they can show the fuck up. Candace can come on my show. I would love that. And if Tucker came on my show, I would have questions for him. Hey, bro, 850 times in 6 months mentioning Jews. What's your angle? Nothing. I'm just asking questions. All right. Libby, do you have anything to say on that?
No, I think you said it all.
Yes, she has. I've been listening Candace Owens' podcast every day, as she has not been saying it's the Jews, and the final information was pointing to a different direction. She changed her story 3 times. The first thing she said is that it wasn't the real shooter, that it was a tactical shooter, and it was a political assassination. She absolutely tied it to the Jews, Israel, and Netanyahu. She made references to Caldwell. She made references to the sponsors who were giving money. She's the one that said that there was $150 million given by Netanyahu in Israel to Charlie, and he turned it down. What are you talking about, Manny? What do you mean you've been listening to her every day? I have. I've been doing her show, and I've shown every listener this. You need to start watching my show. And I'm not saying don't listen to Candace, but you obviously haven't been listening to what I've been listening to, because she has moved the goalpost every time. And every time, don't you remember she said the letter that Charlie wrote separating himself from Israel? Did you read the letter? It was 7 pages. We showed it on the show 2 nights ago. You know what it is? It is literally a manifesto supporting Israel and telling them how to win the public relations game on social media, and that they were bleeding youth votes. That they were losing an entire generation of youth who was going to be the largest voting bloc in the next 2 decades in the United States. And it's going to double boomers, and it's going to double Zers. It'll be the largest voting bloc in U.S. history, and they're not supporting Israel. This was his fear. Does that sound like a man who's planning on leaving Israel telling them how to fix it? He had problems with the way that Netanyahu was brash, was unapologetic, and showed no contrition at all for anyone's life except for Jewish life. And he was, as a Christian, this was conflicting for him. Charlie wasn't a pacifist, but he did believe in treating all humanity with a level of dignity and respect, no matter how bad they were. He did believe God's word. And Candace is using this. Candace was not invited to the funeral. She says she didn't go because she didn't want to make it. A bunch of feds were there and they would take her out. That is a lot. If he's your best friend, you go. She wasn't invited. She has literally challenged Eric Kirk, tell me to stop and I'll stop. There's only 2 people that can tell me to stop, Erica Kirk and my husband. Her words, not mine. This woman denied that the Holocaust happened. This woman went ahead and said that the USS Liberty was a direct attack on the United States. This woman said that the Bolshevik Revolution was led by the Jews. She said the Anakazi are not Jewish. They're Middle European, and their direct lineage to Israel is false. Do you want me to go on? Everything she says lays it at the Jews' doorstep. And she keeps changing her story. And she has no proof. Just like all of these people. October 7th, I said 2 things. Thank you, baby. You go ahead and read this one off. I need a breath.
Frank Riley, you are spot on. Brendan Dilley and Laura Loomer have included Alex Jones and Steve Bannon on the Qatar Ready. That was put in a while ago, but you were going on your rant, so I didn't put it in. I just let you go.
Wait, it said who? Laura Loomer?
Laura Loomer and
Brandon Dilley are going off on who? Alex Jones and who? See, the fact that Laura Loomer and I are aligned makes me want to take a shower.
Brendan Dilley and Laura Loomer have included Alex Jones and Steve Bannon on the Qatar.
Listen, I like Steve Bannon and I like Alex Jones. I would never listen to Alex Jones for any information whatsoever that I wanted to deem serious. And Steve Bannon, Donald Trump didn't even trust him.
Was he part of the cabinet then?
He was part of the cabinet.
I said, why was he? If you didn't trust him, don't you want people you
Yeah,
trust
she
in
also said
cabinet?
the Star of David was satanic. I mean, this woman, she hates Jews. And she won't say it. She won't say it. I'm not even going to say anti-Semitism because anti-Semitism is a lie in itself. Christine Clark donated $25. If I get picked, can I get a shirt instead of I've already bought 2 jackets? Yeah, or maybe I'll just get you a limited edition jacket, Christine. How about that? So here's the deal. I don't believe in anti-Semitism as much as I don't even believe in racism by its definition. Racism is the belief that a power structure exists where white people cannot experience racism because they are in charge. That's essentially what it means. All other races can experience racism from white people, but white people cannot have anyone be racist against them. So I challenge racism in itself. And I think it falls into classism before racism more than anything. But that's a whole nother conversation. Anti-Semitism, everyone in the Middle East are Semites. They are the vagabonds. They are the gypsies. They are the noble nomad wanderers, okay? They're all Semites, and they all chose and speak the language. And their ethnicity is tied to their theological beliefs. This is the definition in its very self of being a Semite. So when you say you're anti-Semitic, well, no, I just hate Jews. Oh, so you don't hate Muslims too? So I think when we change words, we deaden the meaning behind them and give them power to what they're not. So let's be clear. I don't think you're an anti-Semite. I believe that you are a hammer and you see everything as Jews. That's what I think. The Jews are the proverbial nail to your hammer, and everything that you do, your filter, no matter what it is, from the price of gas all the way to a church gets bombed, you think the Jews are involved. And that is a level of narcissistic delusion that I can't even put my finger on. Because when I hear school shooting, you know what I think of? Oh my God, dead kids. You think trans, you think Republican, you think liberal lefty, you think Jews, you think Muslim. I think, oh my God, dead children. If you filter everything that happens in your life to an ethnocentric focus, a theological focus, an existential focus, a pragmatic disposition founded upon prejudice or classism or elitism or sexual superiority, any of those things, you got a problem. But if you look at people and you judge and you rate them based upon the quality of their character and who they are, well, then you've transcended. And we like to try to call that Christianity, if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty confident that the Bible lays it out pretty effing well, how to treat your fellow man. Now, do I go after trans people who are idiots? Yep. But I also go after Jews who are idiots, and black people who are idiots, and white people who are idiots. I just did it. But it's not based upon the color of their skin or their theological beliefs, or any other reason other than the content of their character and that they're hypocrites. Let's change the way we think about things. And maybe we don't have to go to the left. Maybe we could just be better people and call out evil. Let that be our filter. Let's call out evil. See, who killed Charlie Kirk? That is an impossible question to answer, except for the information you currently have. And nobody can answer that. It's just ask me who killed Kennedy. Watch this. Where is he? Manny, ask me who killed Kennedy. And I got to get my beautiful wife in here. She's going to just reach over and stab me in the face. Jennifer McCarver, thank you for the donation. She donated $10.80.
Yes, Matt, I already have the donation jacket, so I'm donating towards an entry fee. If anyone else will help cover the remaining 15, you choose who the entry fee will be for.
That's very sweet. Thank you so much for doing that. I think it's going to be Elizabeth Hall. So if somebody else wants to donate 15, we'll put Elizabeth Hall. She's having a tough time right now.
Thinking that.
Elizabeth Hall would be a good person to do that with. And there's plenty of others. Okay. So Manny, ask me who killed Kennedy. Watch this. You'll never hear this answer anywhere. Nobody will ever tell you this. Matt, you passed your 2 minutes. I know I did, but I'm on a roll, damn it. Let me just answer that and then I'm done. Who killed Kennedy? The Secret Service. Because it doesn't matter who pulled the trigger. It doesn't matter which nation funded it. It doesn't matter which existential dilemma that took place. It doesn't matter the practical application of success or failure. It doesn't matter who controlled the PBX switchboard on Washington, D.C., who changed the parade route, who didn't put on the bubble top, who went ahead and had half the cabinet out of the country that time, who had the National Guard on standby in Washington, D.C. None of those things matter. No, it doesn't matter about LBJ. It doesn't matter if it's the mob. It doesn't matter if it's the mafia. It doesn't matter if it's Castro. It doesn't matter if it's the Russians. It doesn't matter if it's the CIA. You know who was at fault? The CIA, because they fucked up. And they didn't protect the president that day. And no matter what the force would be, and no matter what the opposition force, in operational security, it's always the people who are protecting the HVT who are at fault. The Secret Service fucked up. They got Kennedy killed. They made horrible decisions, and on every single level of operational security, it was a multifaceted, complete failure of exponential proportions. Secret Service killed him. And it wasn't a Secret Service agent who was driving the car. It wasn't Clark. No. It was their failure that got him killed. And that's really the only thing that needs to be said. The rest of it is just window dressing. Who cares? If the Secret Service did their job, he'd be alive. And the same thing holds true for Donald Trump and Butler. The Secret Service did nothing to help him survive in any way, shape, or form, except for the snipers putting that kid's cranium in the scope. And Charlie Kirk will be found for the same reason, that there was an abysmal failure in one way or another of why he was killed. And it's either that the FBI didn't identify him and they knew, whether chat was missed, or there was some interagency neglect that took place. Something, we'll find out how this kid got up there and did that. And we're also going to find out that the door was unlocked that got him up to the roof. We're going to find out that he had scoped it out multiple times before. We're going to also find out that there wasn't enough security there that day, especially for the prolonged shot that he was in. But in the end, you have a person who wanted to kill Charlie Kirk, and they did it. And Kennedy said it best, if we want to come full circle. The only thing that a person needs to take the President of the United States' life is the willingness for them to die. He was right. Kennedy was right. They had to have a willingness to die themselves in order to kill the president. And that is the truth. Okay? Great. Let's move on. Bush Sr. wasn't even in the CIA then. Why does everyone say that? He wasn't in the CIA till 71. He was flying grasshoppers. He was World War II. He was in Texas. Now, why was he in there that day? It's really simple. And we can go into that next time. But Bush Sr. was driving towards Dallas that day. He wasn't in Dallas that day. He was scheduled to be in Dallas that day and made the trip. Bush Sr. wasn't in the CIA. He wasn't the director of the CIA until the 70s. So you're talking 14, 15 years after the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Everyone who blames Sr. just baffles me. People don't read. Elizabeth Hall entry, Mello 2625. And I'm not coming down on you, by the way, Gene. I just saying. I hear that a lot. All right.
Check your text messages.
Why?
Because the two things I want, well, it was one, now it's two. Check one for me and one on
I got something
family.
from family. Is that her boyfriend?
Look at what he did. You have to show it. It's the cutest thing ever.
It
you got to put it on
to be Marp.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It was very genius.
Okay, hold on, everybody. Daughter has a new boy who she's interested in, and the sign says, "Here he is, very handsome little shit." And there's Haiti.
Someone's wearing a Freedom.
Yep, they're wearing a Freedom. Hey, this shirt's available, by the way, on the Dumb Show, folks. If you want your own Freedom shirt, it says, "It would low-key be marvelous if you went to homecoming with me."
That was and they're wearing, he got her matching pajama pants.
Where did she change them?
She wore them all day. He brought them last night.
Okay. It's okay. So that is my daughter's, but he's a handsome little shit. He's a good looking kid. Little prick. Okay. And then the two things.
Go check text from me.
Oh my God, I didn't think you'd really wear the hats. I love it. Olivia, you absolutely rock a cowboy hat. Yeah, and listen, you guys, if you have any trophy needs, if you have any medal needs, if you have plaques, if you need hats, if you need whatever you need, they can do it. Raymond's Trophy Shop in Bakersfield, California. It's the one-stop shop. Ask for Randy or Megan. Tell them the Dumb Show sent you. Olivia's going to put up the phone number right now.
Oh, I got it.
If you need anything trophy related, Megan is the one to go to. She is ridiculously good. We love the hats. We love her. She is our favorite. We want her on the show so bad. She is such a firecracker. You guys would love her. By the way, folks, real quick before we shift into the regular show, since I went off for an hour, Dumb Nation, jackets. We are giving one away every month. At the beginning of the first Friday of the month, we are doing a raffle. What it is if you put $25 in, you get entered to win this jacket. We're giving 12 away a year, and it is all 100% stitched. It is a Columbia shell line jacket. It is warm. It has a beautiful neck on it. It's got thumb holes for your hands. It has a bottom zip to tighten up. It is a shell jacket. It is amazing. It's got an iPhone pocket. It's got several pockets, all zipped up, all waterproof. It's an awesome jacket. It's got the USA on the lower right-hand sleeve with the Don't Unfriend Me Show logo. It's got the giant logo, which is all stitched. It's all stitched. It's amazing. And then you got the Dumb Nation on the front. We're giving these away one every single month. It's $25 to enter, and only in tonight only. So we're going to collect all the entries, one entry per person, and then we're going to do a raffle on Monday, and we'll let you know who wins. $25 is all it takes. All right.
You need to check text from me.
Yes, I will. Raymond's Trophy and Awards, 661-323-4015. Debbie Hensley, $15 for Elizabeth. Thank you so much. We're good on Elizabeth. If you want to make a donation, it's $25. Go see Megan. If you need anything, I'm telling you, she's done our plaque. She's done our hats.
Megan, you need to come on the show.
She's going to do our challenge coins. And yes, we want her to fly out. We should just fly her out here. Screw it. I'm done. Okay, check with Olivia. Is this the dog and cat picture? Okay.
Yes, yep, they actually laid together.
All right, so good, Manny. We would love to have you on our show, and thanks for not taking anything personal. I'm running at 140 miles an hour, bro, and I'm amped tonight. Usually I've been pretty calm, but I needed to get some ampness.
Wait, go back. Hang on. Sorry, I didn't know you put that up. Just got off work, so here's the 15 you need for whatever's missing.
All right, everybody stop the 15s. We're good to go. If you want to donate 25, you get entered into the contest for the jacket, and we're good on that cover. If any of you want to just, like from Angela and anyone else who just gave 15, if you just want to throw 10 in, we'll enter you into the contest if you want it, or whatever. Just tell us. You're awesome. We love you. Here is Yenny and Ash asleep on their little bed
in our studio. If you saw me taking pictures, that's what I was taking pictures of a little bit ago.
All right. So we've got a lot to do. We got 120 on. Thanks, guys. Listen, I had to get this off my chest. It's been bothering me all day. I've been answering people. I must have replied to 1,000 people today who are just all like, oh, you're getting bribed by the Jews and you're this. And I'm so sick of all of it, to be honest with you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it explains some things. I hope it puts you in a position where you feel like you know some more information. Olivia, Libs of TikTok had a video, and I guess Netflix is streaming a PG-rated documentary about radical trans activists and stuff, and a whole bunch of their shows are tied to gender modification.
I didn't see this one. I saw the cartoon.
Well, I was going to show you this, and then I'm going to play yours. So you can
Okay.
tell me about the cartoon. I'm going to show you this one, okay? Here it is.
I keep thinking of the moments that have led me here.
How do you feel about the treatment that you want to have?
I feel good about that because then I won't grow into a boy. I'll be myself.
The winner of the Young People's Human Rights Medal for 2017 is Georgie Stone.
My name is Georgie Stone. I'm 15 years old. For the last 5 years, court has played a big part in my family's life.
To have a complete stranger having to make a decision about my body was really distressing, and I felt really powerless.
I want to make sure this doesn't play the same part in anyone else's life.
Even though we have achieved a lot, we still need to make sure that we are protecting and looking after trans kids in Australia.
I've always known who I am. I've always been a girl.
Okay, so Netflix is getting canceled all over the U.S. for this reason. Olivia, set us up for this, please.
I only had a chance to really look a little bit into it, but it's basically there's a cartoon on Netflix now where there's a cross-dresser, where there's little boys dressing up as a girl and telling people it's okay. And it's a cartoon.
All right, so let's go ahead and listen to this.
Baseball 101. Welcome to your crash course in holiday self-expression.
You look amazing! But
What does this have to do with Frightfall? Hello! Frightfall, costumes, dressing up, and your look doesn't need to be scary. See? Honey, be lightly stressed for my fave movie, Breakfast at Mulberry's. It's perfect. It's flawless. It's me. Frightfall 101.
Okay, so this isn't the first one you're seeing, right? I mean, this is all over, and there are a ton. I saw a video today that showed, I don't know, maybe 20 or 30 different Netflix specials that are all about transgenderism, all about, you know, gender identification and sexualization of kids. Your thoughts on this, hun? And considering,
I think it's wrong and sick and wrong. And the fact that they're trying to push it on the kids is they're starting to lose in the schools, so they're trying to get them wherever else they can.
That's right.
And it's horrifying.
Yeah, they tried it in Target. They tried it in they've tried to just push this LGBTQ agenda. And we saw that great video from Becky that just she's a lesbian woman, and she's like, if you're doing this, you're grooming kids. No, you should stop. This is ridiculous. My son can't even watch this shit because I don't want them affected by this gender conforming sexual dysphoria type stuff.
You think that companies would watch and learn from other companies' mistakes? I've always told Ethan, I'm a middle child. So I always looked at the stupid stuff my sister did growing up and said, I never want to be in that much trouble, so I'm going to do the opposite. And I told Ethan from the time he could understand, watch your sister and the stupid mistakes she makes and don't make them. Yeah. Unfortunately, he's a boy and he doesn't listen because he's doing the exact same things Hayden did at this age. But why are they not learning from other companies' mistakes? Why are they not learning from Budweiser? Why are they not learning from Target and all these companies that try to go woke and to push this ideology? Cracker Barrel, the most recent. I know they're not pushing the ideology of LGBTQ really like in your face, but it's the fact that they changed everything about it. And I don't understand why. I'm just waiting. I think we need to make a bet on how long Netflix is going to let these on before they pull all of them and come out with a public apology so they get their watchers back.
Get a rebranding.
Are they going to come out in 6 months and Netflix is going to have a rebranding because they're going to realize just how stubborn the conservative side is. They let go of their Bud. They let go of Target. They let go of Cracker Barrel. They will let go of Netflix. And honestly, I don't even think that putting the last season of Stranger Things out is going to save them.
Well, it was funny. I saw someone had the Netflix N, and then on the top of that it had a pair of boobs, and then it had a penis at the bottom of the N, and I was like, that's fantastic.
That's good.
I love the hat too. She looks great in it, doesn't she? I mean, it's amazing. These are from Bakersfield, Raymond's Trophy Shop in Bakersfield, and our cousins run it, and it's generational. My uncle and aunt bought it and gave it to the kids, and they have worked tirelessly to make it what it is, and now it's expanding, and it's huge. They have a massive veteran support that they take care of a ton of the bases in California. They helped build the 9/11 memorial and got a piece of the actual one of the building towers and built this beautiful memorial in Bakersfield. They're massive members of the community. They just do wonderful things. They're some of the greatest people in the world. I can't believe we are literally on the opposite end of the country and we don't get to see them.
They need to open up one here and I'll run it for them.
I love the Raymonds. They're just amazing. But anyway, they're good people, they're good friends, and they're awesome. So this is also tied to that. So by the way, folks, real quick, I got to mention it. We are tonight, you might look at our donations like, what the heck is going on? Everyone's been pitching in. We are putting up the Don't Unfriend Me jacket, which is the Dumb Nation jacket. It's all embroidered. It's made by Columbia. It's a shell jacket, waterproof. It is amazing. I've had mine now for a year. I love it. On the lower left sleeve is a beautiful stitch of the American flag with the dumb show engraved at the bottom to represent, like we do with all of our shirts, the American flag. And then it is stitched in the front with the Dumb Nation logo, and then it has Columbia. It's got a cell phone pocket. It's got zipper pockets. The bottom can be pulled tight, and it's a shell jacket. It has Velcro at the bottom to tighten up your sleeves. The wind will not get into this sucker. It is not a windbreaker. It's a shell jacket, and you can put it under for skiing. You can just wear it on top of a T-shirt in the middle of winter. It is beautiful. They're expensive. We're giving one away, $25 entry, one time, once a month at the beginning of the first Friday of the month. One night only, $25 gets you in, and then we'll be going ahead and telling you who won that on Monday. And you guys, we're going to do that every single month. It's going to be 12 jackets given away. They're not cheap. We're putting like $1,200 of our money into this because we want to try to give back a little bit. And people, when they donate, they should have a chance to get something back. And that's what we're going to start doing. The more we do that, the better we can do and have cool things like this. So $25 gets you in. You get to choose when you want to do that, if it's now or later. This is a California student. He slams the school for allowing boys and girls bathrooms. Take a listen to this. And Olivia, you sent this too, right?
Yep.
Was there anything you wanted to chime on this, or
nope?
Wait.
Just show it.
Okay, here we go.
Go ahead and comment after.
Hello, everyone, and good morning. My name is Ed.
Okay, real quick. Hold on a second. Let me just do this. Watch this. Cheryl Lynn.
Oh, you're doing the same thing I was going to do.
Yeah, I'm just going to show her. Okay. So go to thedumbshow.com, and honestly, you can just go to home, and when you scroll down, you'll see they're right here. But if you go to new items and view all, you do this on your phone too, you'll see here's the Freedom shirt, and it's really cool. See that? Really neat. And then the black one, actually, the darker ones have Charlie Kirk written on it, which is kind of cool too. So the darker ones are just a little bit different, but the white one is very much like Charlie's. And what's cool is it is printed in white. It's very subtle, but it's very much like the T-shirt he was wearing. This is the hoodie, obviously. And then if you want to get the actual shirt, same thing here. If you want to get the true white one, it's right there. And then the dark one has the Charlie Kirk. And then same thing here. Oh, I hate when it does that. You go over here and you've got here's the men's. And then we also have these Charlie Kirk shirts, which is the design that I made that were very, very popular. Which are the We Are Charlie shirts, which has the cross and it says, "Well done, good and faithful servant," it says "We Are Charlie." We have this on mugs. We have it on all of our shirts, and we have long sleeve, short sleeve, tank tops, everything, all available. So how do you find it? Like I showed you, or if you just want to make it really easy, come over here to search, and you can search anything in the store, type in Charlie, hit enter, and everything Charlie will pull up. There it is. And even a couple of other things. So all of the Charlie merchandise is right here. Okay? Enjoy. We have 5-star rating on everything. We do a really good job, and we hope that you appreciate it and let us know what you think. And we get it out pretty quick, too. Next, let's go to...
The little boy.
Yeah, we're going to go to the little boy. Thanks, baby. It might have been little girl. We're going to find out. I don't know which one it is. Was it a little girl or little boy?
Boy.
Boy. Okay. Here it is.
Hello, everyone, and good morning. My name is Ed.
Dude.
I'm here at Esperanza High School, and I want to start by thanking everyone who came today to support and listen. This situation at our school has made a lot of students uncomfortable. Restrooms are supposed to be private and safe, but when a male student goes in a girl's restroom, it doesn't feel that way anymore. For the girls here, it creates stress and discomfort. As a brother, it is very hard for me to see my sister struggling with this, especially when I can't fix it for her. That's why I'm speaking up. I want her and all the other girls here to feel safe in a place that should be private. This isn't about hate, it's about respect. Respect means listening when students say they don't feel comfortable. Girls deserve to feel secure in their own restroom without worrying about who might walk in. That's why I'm here, to be a voice and to ask that our school make sure every student feels safe. Thank you again to everyone who came together. We can all make a difference.
Good for.
Libby, go ahead. You showed the video. What are your thoughts?
I just thought it was great. That kid is courageous and
He's gonna get some dates.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there needs to be more of him in other schools.
Put Carrie Rivas also in the entry because there was plenty extra money.
Okay.
And we can give her an entry too. She's given as much as she can. Carrie, we'll get you entered for the show. Okay, we got your back.
Got it.
Okay. Yeah, it's amazing to see that they care about safe spaces, and they care about the minority. It's just a sub minority. It's not a subcategory of people. It's a sub minority. I mean, you're talking less than 1% of the population, and in these schools, it's even smaller than that. True transgender people, like not the fads of I'm a lesbian today, I'm gay tomorrow, but what about the other 99.2% of the people? What about their comfort level? Why is it that we have to sacrifice somebody's comfortability level? And if the schools really care about this, then build another bathroom. Build a non-binary bathroom if you want to. The problem is with 67 different genders, I mean, you're going to have a litter box. You're going to have a straw or a bale full of straw and hay inside of a horse pen.
You have to have a patch of grass.
It's just ridiculous. And if you want to go ahead and identify as somebody else and you want to live in make-believe, that's fine, but it does not suspend you from reality. You still have to live in reality. Just because it's not your reality doesn't mean it's not reality. Just because you deny it exists, it doesn't mean that you have a right to go ahead and infringe upon other people's safety and rights. And I'm sorry, if you want to pee with little girls, you got a problem. You got a problem. Something wrong with you. I don't know what to tell you. I wouldn't want to pee in front of girls my age I don't want to pee in front of girls now. I don't even pee in front of you.
Nope.
So anyway, it's interesting. Good for him. And more kids need to speak up. Speak up. Sorry. And the only way that it's going to happen is to have the bravery to do it. You just got to say it. This has something to do with that. Now, I'm going to show you something that you guys don't know about. And I'm going to show you something that you haven't seen. And I just want you to listen to me. You're not going to like this. You're going to get upset. Matt's picking on Candace again. No, I'm trying to expose who she really is. Candace Owens she's exploiting Charlie Kirk, but she also exploited kids at one point. She built a platform and openly encouraged the doxing of minors for profit. She's hidden it very well, but this is absolutely true. Watch this and give me your thoughts.
Hey guys, it is Candace Owens, the founder of socialautopsy.com. There are literally thousands of instances of hate speech being circulated online. The age of technology and social media has slowly disintegrated individual accountability, the consequences of which are devastating. Introducing Social Autopsy, the first ever search database that compiles and allows the public to easily access the digital footprint of individuals and companies. Our team has crawled through the public interfaces of Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, creating real profiles for the individuals that lob hate speech over the web. These individuals are your teachers, doctors, neighbors, and business owners, and for the first time ever, you'll be given the chance to run a real background check on them to see what these people represent behind closed doors. Let me show you how it works. Plug in the name of any person, company, or organization. Our database will return any number of profile hits, which can then be narrowed down by city and state. When you've located a user, you will be brought to their autopsy report, which will consist of real screenshots of words that they have shared across social media platforms. Have someone that you'd like to add to our morgue? Submit them. Our database is continually grown by anonymous submissions from individuals like you. Because why engage in an online back-forth argument with friends over insulting statuses and comments when you can instead screenshot their harsh words and privately submit them to our database? We exist as a clean archive of an individual's words only, from which employers, friends, and universities alike may draw their own conclusions.
What about minors? We are seeing a lot of people that are showing concern for minors. We stand by the fact that we think the best time to be on our database is when you are a minor, because that's exactly what we're trying to do. We are trying to affect their, conscious when they're young, so they know to use the internet more.
I know you hate me. Don't hate me. Just know that you're getting it here and you're not going to see it anywhere else. It's okay.
Gee, I wonder why we have never heard of socialautopsy.com.
Don't hate
Probably
me.
because it got shut down, maybe?
Yeah, don't hate me, people. Don't hate me, people. Don't get mad at me. I'm not the one that did it.
Responsibly when they're older.
See ya, Manny. Have a good one, man. Elizabeth, you're welcome for the help.
There's no harm, no foul, really, if you're a minor, right?
She did have to shut it down, Melanie, but I'm just showing you, and she's done a really good job of trying to hide it. But I'm going to show it to you.
You have this profile for 365 days. You're not applying to college. You're not, going out for a job. It doesn't do anything to affect your livelihood in any way. So we think that that's really honestly the best time for people to learn. How long do profiles last? Good question. Profiles last for 365 days. After a 1-year span, if the user that has been submitted hasn't done anything else, hasn't really said anything that's bad, we totally believe in forgiveness and second chances, and we will drop their name from our database forever.
Simply put, Social Autopsy is your digital footprint, so be mindful of the words that you share.
So this was Degree 180 was 2015 and 16. It was predominantly...
Hey guys, it is Candace
would you
Owens,
be quiet? Was predominantly anti-Trump, and it was used to report conservatives. And it doxed conservatives and collected their personal information along with minors. And it was shut down. She co-founded it in 2015. It was shut down in 2016. There was no public statement or such, but it was ultimately shut down. And then we saw the transition of her into politics and becoming a Trump supporter. I just think it's important to know who you trust. Now, does that mean I've never done anything I'm ashamed of? Nope. Nope. There's plenty of things I'm ashamed of. I'm not afraid of you finding out about any of them because most of the things I've told you, and whether it be my addiction or the sexual violations I had when I was younger, or how I acted in the workplace, or the struggles that Olivia and I have had, or my family, or anything else, I've been pretty damn open and honest with you with just about everything in my life. Does that mean I have a skeleton or two that I don't want out in the public? Sure. And if people want to release it, go ahead, and I'll own it if it's true. Because character is important. And I have a problem. I have a problem with somebody who comes in and poses as something and then starts demonstrating behavior, and we find out who they really are. And this person has a voice to millions of people, and I see it every day. People are attacking me left and right for even questioning Candace. I've been called a racist by conservatives for attacking Candace. A racist. So I'm just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. What? What am I doing? What? I'm just asking questions, guys. Can I ask questions too? No, I'm not getting $7,000 every time I rip Candace apart. I wish I was, because if I did, Olivia and I would retire really quick. We've already said it. We would do about 100 posts and then we would poof. Olivia, this one's interesting.
Hang on, wait.
Oh yeah, why don't you put those in there so we can get caught up. Folks, we are giving away... Yeah, no, it's no longer... This is an old video that's been buried. Utah donated $25. You are officially entered into the jacket. And the jacket will be given away on Monday, and it is the soft shell Columbia. And a lot of people wanted to get it. It's like $125, I believe. And we wanted to get it for our viewers. We're doing 12 a year on the first Friday of October. All donations of $25 will get put into a lottery, and then we're going to go ahead and draw it on Monday and let you know who won. Then we'll get your size, and we'll be good to go. So make sure to tune in on Monday. It's interesting to me because like a lot of people are upset, but there's only one person you should be upset at, and that's the person who is lying to you. Because the thing is there's no opinion here. I've given you and I've laid out the things that she said and she's done, and she's got to be accountable, and you can't continue to be wrong and not have somebody call you out. Liv, here's a video that you'll just love. I want you to listen to this. This lady is very upset that this cost her, I believe, $113, this food. And I figured you'd find this interesting and why America is where it's at.
Okay.
You guys, we're going to be headed out here shortly because we got to go get the kids. So please get your donations in. If you want to be a part of the jacket lottery to win a jacket, all you got to do is let me know. $25 gets you in.
All the other countries that wonder and say that Americans are just fat and lazy and they don't do anything to better themselves. This is what $115 gets you. Let me show you. We were able to get some Ritz crackers, one thing of cereal, some ramen, more ramen, tuna, bag of potatoes, a few avocados, some snacks, desserts, 2 bags of chips, ice creams, pizza rolls, some sausage biscuits, one thing of Dr. Pepper. All of this for $115.
And diabetes.
We're not making it. This is going to feed my kids for less than a week. And this doesn't include any dinners. There are no dinners here. This is lunch and snacks. I don't know how people are making it. It's hard out there. All the other countries.
Well, you just kind of proved why America's fat. I get the groceries are high, but you just like proved why people think Americans are fat.
Do you have any vegetables you could buy with
exactly that? Because of the crap you are putting down your kid's throat each week. How about you do a run where there's fruits and vegetables and healthy snacks and see how much that costs? Because I guarantee I spend a lot more than you a week on groceries. And the worst thing I buy is each kid gets a bag of baked Cheetos a week for their chips.
Yeah.
That is the worst thing I buy. And every once in a while, a thing of goldfish if they're on sale. That is it.
Yeah.
It's the healthy foods that'll get you, not the crappy food. The healthy food.
Yeah, and you're just making the wrong choice for your kids. And if you would just feed them 3 squares a day at the most, you really only need 2 meals a day. Most people can actually survive on 1 if you get your body right. But you don't need all that shit. And the reason why you're starving is because you're not eating anything nutritious, and your body literally just craps that out and absorbs it into your swelling of your body, and all the processed food just literally kills your heart and kills your bloodstream and puts fat on your body and creates high stress for cortisol. It's horrible for you. I agree.
Try Aldi's. I've had a lot of people tell me that. Maybe I will try it.
You should try Aldi's. I mean, I've heard about that too. Folks, last couple of minutes to get donations in. We're going to head out on this Friday. We are doing the jacket entry. If you wanted to get yourself a Dumb Show jacket, and a lot of people said, hey, you know what? Those are expensive. I can't afford it. We're doing $25 entries for these, and we're going to do a drawing. They're all stitched. It's Columbia soft shell. The jackets, one entry is $25. We're going to draw it on Monday. We'll let you guys know who wins. Pick a size, and then next Friday, the first Friday of next month, we'll do it again, and we're going to do it every month. And it gives everyone a chance to get it. And then it's one winner per customer. So every time we have a winner, that person gets to step out, and we're going to hopefully be able to get some people some jackets who deserve it. So please do me a favor. If you want to do that, it's $25. You can get into it right now. And it also helps the donation and the show. We've had an amazing night because of it. A lot of people want that jacket.
All right. Well,
so there it is. Liv?
Yes. I was going to say, after you show this, can we do one more of mine?
Yeah, we can do 20 more of yours. You want to do one more now?
Sure. Loudoun County was in the news yet once again.
Okay, let's show this quick and then we'll do it. Deal?
Yeah.
It's okay. Steven Crowder. Yeah, I get compared to Steven Crowder sometimes, and that makes me feel good because I really like Steven. And I remember when 2020 election that it was him and I online. Nobody else was. And it was like 1:30 in the morning. Like we were the only 2 shows streaming, and we had like 3,000 viewers that night. He had 10 million. But that's really when Don't Unfriend Me kicked off, and it really started crushing, and it really made us feel good. So here is Steven Crowder after his SMU visit to the campus unannounced in order to do the Change My Mind series. And this gentleman was sitting down with Steven and this happened. I thought it was very touching, and I wanted to share it with you because we've done a lot of negative, and it's important to do some positive, and this one most assuredly is. Here it is.
All right, well, was it Andrew?
Yes. I know this is unconventional. Is it cool if I pray with you real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. We've done that several times.
Dear Heavenly Father, I just thank you for Stephen and what he's doing out here. And I just ask that you can use his voice as to be an ambassador for your will. I thank you for the ability to have this beautiful day, this beautiful breeze, and have conversations out here. And I just ask that you are present with and bless everyone that is in attendance today, as well as everyone in our country, those who are struggling, and sometimes most importantly to pray for. God is our enemies and those who fervently disagree with us. Even if they want us dead, we have to pray for their salvation and for them to come around. And we just appreciate having this gift of life, that we're able to do this and able to hopefully do your will and do this in your name. We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
In Jesus' name, amen. I apologize because I looked around a couple times to make sure no one was coming in hot.
Oh, no.
But
Thank you so much. I
Thank
really
you, brother.
appreciate you.
God bless you. I appreciate that. Thank you. That means a lot.
Thank you.
All right, well.
That's good stuff. I don't like that he has to
Was it Andrew?
Yes.
To wear a vest. That bothers me.
He's wearing one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's wearing a vest. That bothers me, but it is what it is. I wanted to say Angela Hills is a few months away from her retirement, and bless you for that. And you know, enjoy your retirement. You're almost there. And there's so many people who are struggling. It frustrates me when people buy all that junk food. I mean, you know, our kids, they're so important, and we're not perfect, but what you eat and take into your temple is really important, you know, and I try to work on it every day and take care of myself. And sometimes I do better than others, but that stuff will kill you.
I got the spammer on Facebook. Don't even say it.
I wasn't going to say it.
No, I know, but usually.
You know what? Let me just end the videos here. Let me just do one more, and then we'll do your thing and wrap up with that, okay?
We'll get it down.
This is really funny. RFK and President Trump were at a press conference, and RFK sneezed, and this is what happened. It's really funny. Watch this.
We'll get it down even further. But insulin was, people weren't taking it, I would imagine. They couldn't take it. God bless you, Bobby. I hope I didn't catch COVID just there. Don't you have Paxlovid? What is it? He's got Paxlovid. Give me a Paxlovid immediately. We'll get it.
That's funny.
You know,
quick on his feet. Man.
Yeah, he's funny for a Nazi, isn't he?
Yeah,
Jeez, people are horrible. Liv?
Yes.
What did you want to do?
There was it was just a picture. It was Loudoun County's in the news yet once again.
That's right. I remember. Did you send it to the show?
I bookmarked it on Twitter.
But didn't you send it to the show?
I did. Right there.
Right
too.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, I got it. Okay, can you read that?
Kind
of. For everybody? Well, it's your thing.
I know. Well, I'm freaking blind.
You want me to read it for you?
Yeah, because I can't see.
A man is charged in Loudoun County with threatening to shoot Virginia lawmaker Republican Del Gary Higgins after Higgins sent a message informing the public about a sign a woman held up to an Arlington school board rally targeting Republican Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earl Sears. A man allegedly texted, "F off, Gary. I will shoot you at your next public rally, then send your memes with the photos. I know where your effing kids are too." And the sign says, "Hey, Winsome, if trans can't share your bathroom, then blacks can't share my water fountain."
I remember that sign. We showed it. But yeah, Loudoun County. Gotta love it. Yeah, he was arrested. He's out on bail, and his hearing is like 3 weeks or something. But he's a local man.
Why is all
extremely local?
Yeah, why is all the shit? What's his name?
I don't know. I could just tell you where he's from, but I'm not going to.
Is he here? Here. Just yes or no?
No, he's a little bit up the road.
Okay. Bluemont?
Other way.
Percival?
Mm-hmm.
No way.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dude, Percival, crazy in Percival. There's some crazies everywhere. Virginia got a lot of crazies. I love this state, but there's a lot of crazy people here.
Yeah.
And we cannot have Sears lose. We just can't.
No,
She's got to win. And I wish she would come on the fucking show.
Yeah, we can't have the let the rage fuel you win.
Oh,
seriously. I can't. Are we ever going to talk about Bad Bunny, or are we just like, nah, we don't care?
No, let's talk about it. You want to talk about Bad Honey, it's your show. You're here too. All you got to do is say, hey, I want to talk about Bad Bunny.
Well, I bookmarked it.
What?
You told me to bookmark them. I bookmarked
it. The way you say it, I bookmarked it. Where's Bad Bunny?
Well, there's that one too.
What? No, Focus. Where's Bad Bunny here?
I don't know.
I'll go through it. I didn't see a Bad Bunny one.
I thought
Beautiful.
I did. Maybe I didn't.
Well, what did you want to talk about with Bad Bunny?
I don't know. I just was, being.
Can we show Hayden's Instagram video?
My God, I watched it today.
She is so.
You want to know what my reply to her was?
The boobs were a bit much.
You want to know what my reply was? I am so happy that I did not have a cell phone when I was your age, so I could record myself doing something like this. That was my reply. She decided so Taylor Swift came out with a new album, and it came out at 12 o'clock. Apparently she got access to it 10 minutes early. So it was like the highlight of her year. So she set up her phone and recorded a video of her reacting to every single song. And then she shortened it into like 2 minutes. And it's hilarious. We can end on that. We'll talk about Bad Bunny later. I'd rather talk about our daughter.
Cheryl, thank you for subscribing. Here is the video, and I hope I don't get copyright struck.
No, it's just very small songs.
Ayla, I got it early. This is amazing. I thought this was gonna be a sad song. This is the one about Travis. This is not about Travis. Oh, maybe it is about Travis. Oh my gosh! Oh my goodness! Did Taylor Allison Swift just say her dick's bigger? This isn't savage, but I'm never gonna let The Ferris wheel kiss got me. Oh! That was cute. I don't have really anything to say about that. I just want you. That's my favorite. That's number one. I need to call my friend. Music got it early.
Did you see that earlier? Have you seen that?
Of course. That's why I showed it.
She's freaking hilarious.
I love my daughter. She is so... Yeah, we're going to play that at her wedding. Of course we will.
We're also going to play the one where she was telling us when she was 3.5 years old.
Yeah, but this is great. Yeah, she's a Taylor... Something we haven't heard in a while.
Sirens.
She loves Taylor Swift, and she's hilarious. Yes. And I don't care what people say about Taylor Swift. I just don't care. I don't care.
It's good music.
It's got a beat to it, and they're not dropping N-bombs. And you notice how she said "gosh" every time and didn't say God once, because she's embracing Christianity. Like in this house, she's probably the most Christian person in this house. She has literally embraced religion like nothing else, and she's living by the book, and she's doing really, really good. So she can watch that. I don't care. She can listen to Taylor Swift. I don't care. I'm so proud of her. You know, she's doing a great job, and it's awesome. Folks, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. And tonight was awesome. Did want to check if you had any other donations. Last chance, folks, to get into it. Last chance. Here it is. This jacket is the Don't Unfriend Me jacket. It's all what?
Nada.
It's all. Well, I gotta put this in. It's all stitched Columbia soft shell jacket. Normally $120 online, and it is worth it. And it's all stitched. It's got waterproof zippers. It's a soft shell. It's got beautiful pockets, beautiful zipper pulls. It's got a Velcro on the bottom to have it hug your waist, and then also on the cuffs, it's got the United States flag in the lower left of the Don't Unfriend Me show with the battle always facing forward, always charging forward. And it's available. $25 with donation gets it to you. I'm going to hold it open for 2 more minutes as Olivia and I say goodbye. So if you're trying to donate, tell me now to get in on this. The last time tonight, then we're not going to do it again until November, first Friday of the month. We will do this again so you have a chance to win the jacket. We're going to do it 12 times or 15 times, and that starts tonight. Last chance to get in. Change of heart for the game, Matt? Yeah, it's a good question. Honestly, now let's be honest. We've had a couple of viewers who've needed help, and we've been able to help, and that gets expensive, and that's probably the big one. We lost our vendor, lost our sponsor with Wimkin. So that's $3,000 out the window for us. So we had to make a choice, and that was to be on, and be on because we can't afford it. We got to make goal. I mean, this is our job. This is what we do. So it was just a conscious choice to come on tonight and do the jacket, and we felt good about it, and we prayed on it, and it was the right choice, because there'll come a time where we have to take off, where we're not going to be able to, or we have to, and we're not going to have a choice. But like I said, we had a few viewers who needed help this month, and we want to try to always give back and help. The Wimkin thing was a little bit of a shock to us, and that money being gone hurts. And I've got insurance to pay for. We just started our insurance. We hadn't had insurance for almost 2 years, and we finally have insurance for the family. And I got to pay for. I'm a provider. I got to provide. I got to get on here and I got to do my job. And whether it's this or going out and getting a 9 to 5 or a 10 to 10 or whatever it would be, this is what I got to do. So, just being honest. That's it. We'll save it for the days that matter the most. Yeah, for sure. What's the link? WR332. Oh, it's the dumbshow.com/donate. And that's all you got to do is go to here. I'll put up the, you can also scan it with your phone. If you have a QR code, you can touch it on your Android device, and on iPhone, you take a picture of it and then just touch it in your photo app, and it'll take you right to it. Venmo or PayPal. Go to thedumbshow.com/ check it. She just texted you. Yep. Thedumbshow.com/donate in order to go ahead and do it. If you want to wait, we'll wait until we get it in, and then we got to go.
Okay, I got to go pick up the kids.
Go get out of here. We love you. Bye.
All right.
Say goodbye to everybody.
Hang on. I love you guys. Thank you for everything.
Looks like we just had one from Isaac. Isaac?
Yes.
So we're going to get these last minute donations in, and then we're going to go. Olivia says she loves you guys. So that's it. It's a really good question. And we just thought about it. And Olivia, we've seen Hayden do the national anthem like 7 times. And, it's good to have the kids to have some separation. And we're going to go to church on Sunday. And then Olivia.
We got concerts coming up and driver's ed stuff coming up and stuff like that. So we'll save it for the days that really matter.
He's Isaac. Okay. So WR332 is Isaac. So he's good.
Got it. So
Isaac, you're in like Flynn. You'll be put into the drawing. And then on Monday, we'll do a drawing for everybody. All right. I think that's it.
Yep.
Anyone else need us to wait? Tell us now, or forever hold your peace. See if there's anything else. All right. That's pretty much it, folks. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you. This show will be on our podcast tomorrow morning. And we'll have it uploaded, and then I will upload over the weekend. We'll see you back on Monday. And then do we have anything going on next week? Someone had a comment. You gotta click that.
I can't. I have to log in. I don't.
Someone has a message for me.
I've got Hayden's got a driver's ed thing that I have to go to on Monday because she's starting driver's ed, or that's Tuesday. So
okay. Well, Tuesday's
good.
good.
Other than that, no.
Maureen, I got your thing that says Charlie Kirk shirt, but I don't know what it means. Let me know what your message is, okay? No problem, everybody. All right. Last thing, Janet Crenshaw, your stickers. I sent you a big 5-inch one, and I sent you a 3-inch one. It should work. Everything should be fine. If it doesn't work this time, I'm done. I'm done. All right. Good night, everybody. God bless. Thanks for watching the Don't Unfriend Me Show. We'll see you Monday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Adjusting transmitter output.
This is the Don't Unfriend Me Show with your hosts, Matt, Leroy, Amy, and Olivia. Geopolitics, military analysis, and election coverage. Coming to you live on all major social media channels at The Dumb Show. Honest, direct, unfiltered. We can agree, we can disagree. Just don't unfriend me.